all, welcome to the new tutorial. Today we will be discussing on various aggregate functions in MySQL or SQL. Let's begin our section. What are aggregate functions? Aggregate functions are the functions that work with the data of multiple rows at a time and return an aggregated value. And the other name for aggregate functions are multiple row functions or group functions. And these functions will return the result excluding the null values because they will not consider the null values. They will exclude that null values and return the result. And different types of aggregate functions are max, min, average. For average, we are having AVG function. Then to calculate the total, we are having sum. And to display the number of items, we are having count function. What is max function? When I say function, you have to keep this bracket. It's a mandatory one. This max function will return the maximum value in the corresponding column where you are applying that max function into which column it is applying. It will return the maximum value in that particular column. And what is the syntax? Select max and maximum value of that which column you want to specify from table name. If you want to give the condition or criteria, where also you can give where condition. Suppose I want to display the maximum age from the student table. How will I write? Select max. In the bracket, I have to specify the column, that is age, and from the table name, that is the student table. It will be returning the maximum value of that particular column, excluding the null values. Minimum. Min function. Okay, min function, it will return the minimum value in the given column. So what is that? Minimum value or the least value in that particular column. Syntax is select min. In that particular column name, what we have to do from the table name. So suppose if I just want to display the minimum age from the student table, what we will do? Select min age from student. Next function is average. So the function name is AVG, and we don't have any function called average, that is AVERAGE. That's wrong. We have to get the average. The function name is AVG. Please note, AVG is the function to return that will return the average value in a particular column. Syntax is select AVG. In the bracket, you will specify the column where you want to return the average from table name. And suppose if I just want to display the average of the age from the student table, how can I write the query or the statement? Select AVG. In the bracket, you will specify the column name age from student. Next function is sum. That is to display the total value in that particular column. There is no function called total. To display the total value, what is the name of the function? That is sum. And what is the syntax? Select sum. In the bracket, you will specify the column name to calculate the sum and from the table name. You can pass only the individual values to calculate the sum or max or min. Example, if I just want to calculate the sum of the ages, so what you will write? Select sum. In the bracket, you will specify the age from student. Count means what? It will return the non-null values in the given columns. If the null value is there in that particular column, that will not be counted. Only excluding the null values, it will return number of items in that particular column. Similar way, the syntax is select count, and in the bracket, you will specify the column name. Okay, and from the table name. So example is, if I just want to display the count or number of items in that age, okay, from the student table, how will I display? Select count of age from student. So these are the aggregate functions available in SQL. So once you understand this, we should understand what is this count of a particular column is different from count star. Okay. So this is a important question that that had appeared many times for the board exams. So what is count star? It will return the number of records in a table, including the null values. That you have to keep it in mind. The count star function will return the count including the null values, whereas count of a particular column will return the count of a particular column excluding the null values. That's very important point. So if I just want to display the count or the number of records in a particular table, what I will do, select count star from table. Star denotes all the values. Okay. So here it is shown the query for displaying the count from the student table, number of records in the student table. Select count star from student. To understand these aggregate functions and null values, here is a table for you. Okay, here is a table which consists, we can consider this table is employee, which consists of 3 columns, that is 3 fields, EMPID, eName and eSalary. Okay, so the names are given, data is given over here. eSalary is the number column which will be having 2 null values. Okay, and there are 5 records in together. So this is a simple question. What is the degree and cardinality of this table? You can put it in the comment box. What is the degree and cardinality of this employee table? Consider this one. This is select maximum of e-salary from employee. So we will go to maximum of e-salary. The column mentioned over here is e-salary. So go to the column e-salary, which is the maximum value in this column. 3,500. This is null. This is 4,500. Null 4,000. We know that aggregate functions will exclude this null values, so you don't have to consider this null. So what are the remaining values? 3,500, 4,500 and 4,000. So among these 3 values, which one is the biggest one or the maximum value? That is 4,500. Hence you will get the output as 4,500. If I say select min of e-salary from employee, so again go to the e-salary column, which is the minimum value. Okay, we will not consider the null value for any of these aggregate function other than the count star. So what is the minimum value among these values? 3,500, and hence the result. Average salary. Average salary means what? It will be returning the average salary in that particular column. So how to calculate the average? Average means what? Sum of the items divided by the total number of items. So first we will calculate that 3,500 plus 4,500 plus 4,000. What is that? 12,000. Isn't it? 12,000. And how many items are there? Since it is excluding null values, that nulls are not counted. So it is 3 items only there. So 12,000 divided by 3. And what is that? You got the output as 4,000. So that is the average salary of that particular table employee. So how to calculate the average? Total number of items, total divided by the number of items. So select sum of e-salary means sum means what? It has to be it has to calculate what? Total. So what is that total? All the 3 values are summed up or added up and you will get the answer as 12,000. Select count of e-salary from employee. So count of a particular column when mentioned, what will do? It will be returning the number of items excluding the null values. So there are 5 records and 2 out of that 2 are null values. So what it has to be, this has to be excluded. So remaining you will have only 3 having the values. So what is the output? You got the output as 3. Now select count star from employee. So here is the difference. Count star will return the value including the null values. So what will be the count? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and hence you got the output as 5. So hope this is clear. Aggregate functions will exclude the null values, whereas count star will include the null values and return the count. This is an very important point to be noted. Many times these questions are repeated as a case study question. Okay, now let's move on to the practical section to have a better idea. So coming to the practical section, I'm just considering this table employee. Okay, my first question is that to display the maximum salary from the table employee. So what is the statement you have to write? To display the maximum salary from the table employee. How will I write the command? Select. Max is the function. And what is the column? Salary. So salary, okay, from employee. That's the name of the table. So if I get, what could be the output? What could be the output? Which is the maximum value in this one? 50,000. We will check out whether that answer is appearing or not. You can see maximum salary is 50,000. Suppose if I, instead of this maximum salary, I just want to give that salary itself or maximum value or salary as the column name to appear. What should I give? I have to give the alias name. You have studied in the previous section, isn't it? So that alias name, how will I check? So select max of salary as what? Salary. If I just specify salary from employee for the output purposes, you can see that column is replaced by the salary. So alias name is appeared instead of this max of salary. Okay, this is only for the output purposes. Okay, now if I just want to display the maximum or the minimum value from HRA, so my question is to display the minimum HRA. So what can I do? Select minimum of HRA, that's the column name, from employee. You can see this is the minimum value. So if I just want to display the maximum salary and minimum of HRA, what we will do? Or maximum salary and maximum of HRA. So how can I do? So select, there's no problem. You can do it multiple functions separated by a comma. So maximum of salary, okay, comma, maximum of HRA from employee. So you can see it will display the values. Okay, you can do like this way, separated by commas. Now all the conditions you have studied in class grade 11, you can apply over here with the where condition. All those will work over here in aggregate functions also. Next function is what? Average. Select average. The function name is AVG of salary from employee. So you can see average salary. When it is divided by total divided by the number of item, it will come as a decimal number. That's why this decimal appear over here, floating point number. Okay. Then select sum of salary. What I will do? Salary from employee. So the total salary you will get. Select count of salary from employee. You will get 8, isn't it? So again, I just come with the table. So you can see the count of salary is 8. If I say select staff from, we'll just go to our table itself, staff from employee. This is our table. Okay. If I see that select count of, same thing if I apply for grade column, count of grade from employee. What will happen? You can see that grade column, when I applied the count, what is the number you got it? You got it as 6. Okay. You can see the question can be in the case study question. It can be asked like, there's a table called employee. Okay. When the student written the statement like this way, select count of salary from employee, he got or he has a written, there is a 8 records in the table employee. When the student has written the command like select count of salary from employee, he got the output as 8. Whereas he write the another statement select a count of grade, he got the output as 6. What do you infer from that statements, two statements? So what you will write? So you have told that there are 8 records. So the maximum records are 8. So count of salary, what is the output you got it as 8? That means that particular column doesn't have any null values. Okay. But when you written like select count of grade, you got answer as 6. So what does it infer? That that particular column has 2 null values. It returned the count excluding the null values. But instead of that, if I say select count star from employee, what it will return? It will return 8. So count star will return the count including the null values. So hope that clear the difference between the count and count star, and not also the various aggregate functions available in MySQL or SQL. Okay, so very appropriate questions. These are many times asked questions. Very understand the concept very clearly. Sometimes they will be asking us the output question, or this case study question can also appear. So this is an assignment section for you to do. Please answer it in the comment box. Okay. These are the previous examples or sample paper questions. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask. Okay. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned to the channel for new updates. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Take care. See you in the next section.